Hey everybody, my name is Andrew Alvarez. Thanks for joining me again today. We're going to talk about something about a little bit of a questionable topic. We're going to talk about black voices being silenced by white supremacy. But before we get into the meat and potatoes, you know what to do. Go hit that like button, go hit that subscribe button, sign up for alerts. My name is Andrew Alvarez, and I'm the Latino Conservative. Okay, so thanks again for joining me. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of this topic, I do want to tell you a little bit about something that's going to happen. I've got a huge announcement coming up. It's going to be on Tuesday, so be sure to join me on Tuesday when I upload my next video. Big, huge announcement for my campaign. So let's get to the topic. Black voices are being silenced by white supremacy. So what do I mean by that? I will preface this by saying I will never vote on any legislation that takes away any rights from any human being as far as what they choose to do with themselves. And I say this because I am a little bit of a biblical person. I do believe in the Bible. A lot of people on the right side will say you absolutely have to ban abortion. You have no other right. It's against the law. You have to say that we can't abort babies. While I don't agree with that practice, I do not. I believe that if we start making rules like this, we start to have a society like the Pharisees and Sadducees. You know, the people that ended up crucifying Jesus Christ? Yeah, that group of people. Because he performed works on a Sunday, on the Sabbath, whatever day you choose to believe the Sabbath is. Either way, so Planned Parenthood is an organization that is very pro-abortion. The parent organization of Planned Parenthood was founded by a lady named Margaret Sanger. Now, this lady hung out with the KKK. It has been documented. She was a eugenist. She even referred to black people as the weeds of society that prevented the flowers from blooming. So, if we are continuing to fund an organization like Planned Parenthood, we're continuing to fund white supremacy, in my opinion. Now, here's a few stats. The black population out there, it's less than 25% of the United States population. So that's a quarter of the people. Yet, out of that quarter of the people, more than half, or about half, I should say, of the abortions come from black people. Here's the kicker. This organization that was funded by this white supremacist is primarily put in minority areas, minority neighborhoods, blacks, Latinos, Asians. They're targeting our demographic. So they're effectively making it easy for us to get to. There's about 1 million abortions that happen every year. That's 1 million voices that are silenced, that we will never hear. Of that, 40% of those voices come from black parents. So let's do a little bit of a math here. 40% of about 1 million is what? 40,000 people. 40,000 black voices that will never be heard. So let me tell you about some of the black voices that we have heard. Garrett Morgan. This gentleman invented the traffic signal. You know, red light, yellow light, green light, go. That person. This guy, he was very fundamental in how we, drive around town safely. Another voice that we hear, Shirley Ann Jackson. Now, she made some huge advancements in the telecommunication. It was her research that enabled the invention of the portable fax, the tone telephone, solar cells, fiber optics. Now, I know in today's date, we're past the fax machine. We're past the touch-tone telephone. But what did we accomplish? What did we gain because of those advancements? Touch-tone, fax. Because of those, we have the internet. Because of this, I can speak to you now. I can spread my voice, and I can get your voice, and we can hear each other across the country, across the world. Another voice, William, and I'm going to butcher this one, William Passy Cargo. In 2016, received funding from the Foundation Academy of Robotics. So let me tell you what this guy did. This system that we're just now starting to scratch the surface on, driverless delivery, driverless cars, this gentleman invented that. There's another black guy that invented that. Another one. And I'm going down the list I have here. Patricia Bath. Some of you have benefited directly from Patricia Bath. She invented the laser tools that are used for eye surgery. So LASIK eye surgery, she invented that. If it wasn't for her, that wouldn't be possible. Lonnie Johnson. Now, this is one of my favorite ones. In fact, I'm going to probably make use of this invention here pretty soon, within the next couple weeks. The Super Soaker. Yes, we need entertainment like that too. So the next time my kids come to visit me, they better not be surprised if there's Super Soakers here. And it's on. Battle on. The sixth one I want to talk about. Philip Emeagwali. This gentleman, invented the supercomputer. Whereas in previous decades, it would take a whole room, a building full of computers. There is more computing power in my phone than there was in the lunar spacecraft. You know, the one that NASA sent people on to go fly and land on the moon. There's more computer power in this telephone than that, because of what this gentleman was able to accomplish, what we were able to obtain because of that. So all of these 40,000 voices per year being silenced, what are we missing out on? Who are we missing out of this? And I'm going to say again, if a lady chooses to do that, I will never vote on legislation against that, because I do believe there is that choice. But I will always reject funding for that. I believe it should be something that's private. If it has to happen, if there's medical reasons, life and death type thing, okay, I get that. Some of you have heard before where my mom was a midwife and she delivered a baby that was anencephalic. This baby had no chance of living outside of the womb. It basically had no brain. I saw pictures that there was a little curve, little bowl where the head is, where the brain is. I could see in cases of that. Totally, 100% agree with that. But just because you are out there doing what you do, or you just don't want a baby, you know, there's other options for that. There's contraceptive. I'm not going to say because my kids are actually in there, right over there, so I'm not going to get into all of that. But you get my point. Don't be stupid out there, and you won't have to worry about silencing these voices. So what could come out of some of these voices? We could have the cure for cancer in a silenced voice. I'm, again, like I've told you before, I am a Bible-believing Christian. There is no group of people that worships like black people. None. No group out there at all. I don't care who you are. Black people are the best worshipers out there. And the best cooks, too. We could be missing out on the next great revivalist or evangelist. I mean, T.D. Jakes. Have you ever heard him preach? The dude is phenomenal. Even with his auditorium right now, with 0 people in there, the dude's message has so much power. We could be missing out on that. What I think we should do is explore other options on that. 1, preventative measures. There's always those. 2, instead of Planned Parenthood, there is a ministry out there called Preborn, and I'm going to put the link in my description here. What Preborn goes out and seeks to do is give another option to the abortion, or maybe help the mothers decide against that by performing ultrasounds. And that's it. Just an ultrasound. Mothers are 80% more likely to carry their baby to term if they see the baby and hear the baby's heartbeat. And your body, your choice, whatever you want to say. I'm not going to say anything against that, but think about the life that you're carrying and what they could do for this world. Even if you're not a Bible-believing person, think about the scientific advancements, the medical advancements that soul could bring to this planet. Obama was black. He could be the next president. She could be the next president. Kamala Harris, she is black. She is running for vice president right now, along with Joe Biden. Those are voices that were not silenced, that were carried to term, and because their parents chose to bring that life into the world, now we have somebody there that we can look up to, no matter who your political affiliation is with. If you look up to Michelle Obama, to Kamala Harris, to Barack Obama, great, awesome, great people. I think deep down inside, even though we don't have the same political views, I think deep down inside, they're still good people. They would not have been an option. They would not have been a voice had they not been carried to term. So Preborn, check that out. I'm going to put the link again in the description. And don't forget, again, to join me on Tuesday. I'm going to make a huge announcement for my campaign. It's going to be ginormous. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Andrew Alvarez, and I'm the Latino Conservative.